Hey everybody, happy Sunday. My name is Siobhan. I am the CEO of RFM Power. And this is the start of my, I hope, weekly talk to all of you where every Sunday I'm going to come live and chat to all of you, and it's going to be called Siobhan Sundays. And my plan is that every Sunday I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to talk about things that have resonated with me with the past week. And they are hopefully going to be useful to all of you, empowering in some way, because that's what RFM Power is all about. It's about empowering all of you, and by empowering all of you, it's by giving you the tools to achieve whatever your goals are, because we all have different goals, we all have different manifestations that we want to happen, but often we're lacking the confidence, the motivation, or the knowledge which will empower us to make those goals actually into reality. So what we here for RFM Power to do are, in a way, is to help you empower yourselves to achieve your goals. So today, with this in mind, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a backstory about myself, and then hopefully transition that into something that happened this week that resonated with me the whole week and is still sitting in the back of my mind 6 or 7 days later. So as I said, my name is Siobhan. I'm from the UK originally. I've been in Canada now for 10 years, almost. It'll be 10 years in September. I can't believe it's almost 10 years. It's crazy. And here I am. I live in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, which is, if you've seen pictures, it's stunning. You know, we have mountains, water, beaches. Like, it's just beautiful that we live here. But being with that, there's also a lot of economic difficulties, because everybody wants to live here. Like, it's desirable, like it's super desirable, like it's stunning, it's beautiful. We have, the West Coast lifestyle, it's easy, it's laissez-faire, we can wear yoga wear pretty much every day, and nobody bats an eyelid. And everybody goes outside and we prioritize like our outside lifestyle. But at the same time, we have to afford to live here, and this is not a cheap place to live because lots of people want to live here. So what I found when I did move here was that, life is expensive, and Vancouver is not alone with that. The world is expensive these days. And despite my education, I went to university, I went to graduate school, I went to law school, I became a lawyer in the UK. It's difficult to make ends meet. We have lots of different priorities, we want different things. And so I found that I needed something else. I needed something else in my life, and whilst I was here and I was retraining to be a lawyer here in Canada, in British Columbia, making ends meet was a struggle every month. Like, how did I balance paying this bill against this bill? And I don't want to live bill to bill, paycheck to paycheck. And despite all of that education and all of that experience, I was still living paycheck to paycheck. So I, with my husband's encouragement, we'd recently got married, or we were about to get married at the time, and he decided, we needed something else. We needed an extra income to come in, and where were we going to find that? And so he was kind of like he was looking around, being the kind of guy that he is, he's always looking for those opportunities. And then a friend had mentioned a few times about a skincare regimen. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't really do skincare. I just wash my face with soap and water, like in the shower. Like, it's fine. Not, my skin's not great. Like, actually, it's pretty terrible, but I can manage. Like, I survive. I just put makeup on. It's great. I was like, I don't need it. And I kept like, nah. And then eventually, she sent me a couple of samples, and those samples happened to come through just as we were actually going home. For me, going back to the UK for our wedding reception. And we actually just tried those samples whilst we were out there. And lo and behold, they were like the perfect thing for that particular moment. They just worked perfectly. It was like super easy. The actual product I used was the lip renewing serum from Rodan and Fields. And I suffer from really bad cracked lips, and they literally crack and bleed everywhere. And these things, they come in these teeny tiny little pods like this, like the teeny tiny. And I literally just crack the top part, put it on, and lo and behold, 24 hours, 48 hours later, you couldn't even see the crack, which was perfect because we were on display that whole trip. Everyone was taking a picture, everyone was hug us, talk to us. It's the last thing you need is lips that are cracked and bleeding. Anyway, so that kind of piqued my interest at that point, because I was like, oh my god, these products actually do work. That it's not just her telling me this and trying to sell me on something. So anyway, we came back from the UK, and I was due to get my annual bonus, and we were still looking for like an opportunity somewhere we could make some extra money. You know, we needed to do something different with our lives. Like, we just couldn't live how we were living. And she just happened to mention about the business, and it kind of piqued our interest a little bit. So I ended up going on Valentine's Day, would you believe, for lunch with her and one of her mentors, business colleagues, and now really, really good friends. And we went for lunch. And I was just sold. Like, when I met them and when I talked to them and I listened to the whole, you know, it's a spiel, right? It is a spiel. But when I listened to the spiel, but it was so genuine and it was so heartfelt and it was so, like, based on their experience and people they personally knew experience, I was like, what do I have to lose? You know, the worst case scenario is that I suck at this and 60 days later I get my money back. Or this works and I get a massive discount on my skincare and my husband's skincare, Kirk. And like, the bonus is, like, a few people want to buy things and we actually make money that pays for our skincare. So then we break even. Like, we break even every month. And I was like, oh my God, like, we get free skincare? Like, okay, because the skincare is actually working. So, okay. And then she was like, but then you could make money. And I was like, what? Yeah, that's never going to happen. Like, I'm never going to make enough money. Like, don't worry about that. I'm just sitting here just, like, make enough money to cover mine and Kirk's skincare. Anyway, now we're here, we're over, like, just over a year later, and not only do we make enough money to cover mine and Kirk's skincare, we also make enough money to pay, this is our own personal unique story. You know, we pay enough money for me to go to the UK last month to go and visit my sister and my new baby niece and meet her. We paid for us to go on a honeymoon to LA, and we got to go to Disneyland, so we got to see Mickey Mouse and all of his friends, went to Universal Studios. Oh my God, I got to go to Harry Potter World. You know, so, you know, we have all this suddenly extra money to go and do these fun things that we never would have imagined we would have been able to do beforehand, and we're also, like, covering our monthly bills as we go. We're now growing a team across Canada, the US, and Australia, which was unbelievable because I never imagined having a team of people working with me trying to achieve their dreams. And my team are doing so well. Like, I'm so freaking proud of all of them. Like, these are people from all different industries, all different backgrounds, all different life stories, and yet for some reason they saw something in me and in Kirk, and also in this incredible business opportunity that we're with the doctors to make something different in their lives and make something happen. And it's such a privilege to be part of their journeys and support them and mentor them through this, and then also help all of their friends and family and their people that they meet get the best skin in their possible lives at the same time. So, I mean, this is such, like, a cool, bizarre opportunity that I never thought that we would ever be part of. But Kirk and I are both loving every single minute, and the people we get to meet every day is just unbelievable. So yeah, so that's my story. That's where I am. Yeah, we're now 13, 14 months into this business, and we're still loving every single minute of it, and we just cannot wait to see what happens in another 12 months time, and for all of our team with us to see where this takes them and the opportunities that become available because of this, because not only are we rewarded financially because, you know, we sell products to other people, but also they have all these cool incentive programs where we get free trips and we get free gifts and we get mentorship and encouragement and learning and development and all these kind of things as we go along, which is, like, all an added bonus, which is so great. So through this, I've actually joined, like, a few different mentorship groups and business support groups through various different social media platforms, and one of the ones that I've been fortunate enough to be welcomed into and encouraged has been called the Bronze Hustle. So it's the Bronze Hustle, and these ladies are incredible. Like, they are from the most diverse backgrounds, and they have the most diverse interests and experiences and specialties, and I feel like I'm like this little minnow in this huge pond of these incredible talented women, and I'm just, like, swimming around trying to, like, glean little bits of information from all of them. And I've loved every minute of being part of this group, and I was taking part earlier in May, where we did a 14-day challenge, which was called the TBH Live Challenge. So if you search hashtag TBH Live Challenge, you'll be able to search for all of the videos from all of us who took part in this challenge. And that was such like a step out of the box moment for me in particular, is that I made a commitment where for 14 days I would go live every single day and talk to the internet and talk to the world about whatever was on my brain. And it was terrifying and empowering and terrifying all at the same time. And you know what, I'm a person who really likes to talk to people. Like, I love talking to people face to face, but for some reason you set me up on a stage and I can no longer talk. I become tongue-tied. I might as well be talking like a completely different language to everyone around me. I make no sense whatsoever. I mumble and I make no sense. But doing that challenge and making that commitment out loud and being accountable to everybody else in my group was such like an empowering thing for me that I did it. And over those 14 days, I completely changed the way I talk outside. Like, I actually now think about what I'm going to say, and I take that extra second and I process it internally, and then I say it out loud. And that makes such a huge difference in just day-to-day existence, where you think about what you say before you actually say it. Because I don't know about you, but many of us are so speak first, think second. And in reality, we need to reverse that, and we need to take that step back. We need to think about what we say and then say it out loud. And just doing that for 14 days straight has created a habit and created a difference in how I present myself to those people around me, whether it be work or at home or with friends. So here I am now, like I'm a week after the 14-day challenge, and I'm trying to continue that theme. So 14 days, like going live every single day for 14 days, I found was actually incredibly difficult for me, fitting that into my schedule, fitting that into my lifestyle. And I didn't actually succeed with doing 14 days straight. Like, reality was I couldn't do that. But I did continue for 14 full days with a couple of days in between. And what I realized is it's important for me to do this regularly, on a regular schedule, so that, you guys on social media and also for me, we're held accountable and you know that I'm going to talk to you. So I figured Siobhan Sundays was the way to do this, the way to move it forward, and talk to all of you about different things that have come up during the week for me, which might resonate with some of you, hopefully. And so something that resonated with me at the beginning of this week actually came from the Bronze Hustle and from the crew that I'm part of with them, where actually our leader of the Bronze Hustle was talking about how she was self-doubting herself and doubting what she was doing and doubting the group that she was within and that she was creating, and was she doing the right thing, and all these kind of things that I think every business owner goes through, and every person goes through. And they start to self-doubt, and they start to self-critique, and they start to worry they're not doing the right thing, and they don't have the right following, and should they change up what they're doing? And then especially for business owners, should I, especially when you're starting out, money's tight, and this isn't growing as fast as I need it to make the money worthwhile. So do I stop this and go back and find a job that's going to pay me money, or do I keep going and potentially put myself in more debt, and everyone around me is doubting me and adding to my own self-doubt because they have negativity, oh, you should get a real job, just get doing this, doing that. And so she manifested this, and she actually put it out there to all of us in the group, hey, this is what I'm dealing with right now, what do you think? And honestly, the amount of outpouring of love and support for our leader, for Shay, was just so reassuring to see. It was so nice that people who'd been silent before, who'd been watching quietly from the sidelines, but obviously enjoying the content, all came forward and were no, keep going, we're loving this, we're loving you, thank you so much for letting us be a part of this, we want to be on your journey, we want to join your bus, we want to get on it, we want to come for this ride. And it was just so nice to see the world coming out and supporting this person. And even though we've never met her in life, most of us, in person, we were all social media friends, right? We all met through social media. But it was just so nice to see that people really do have that genuine love for one another, and they come out and they support you when they believe in you and they believe what you're doing. And it made me kind of think, what, it's okay. We can have self-doubt, but sometimes we do need that external reassurance just to boost us up and keep us going. And it was just so nice to see the outpouring and love from this group. come out and support our leader in Shay, and show that love and support for her, and continue, encourage her to continue what she's doing, and whatever she decides to do, it's her decision and she has to make it. But it was so nice to see all that support there and encouragement for her, and that we're all there supporting her in whatever she does, because we're loving what she's doing and we want to see more of it. So for all of you out there who are starting your ventures, whatever they are, you know what? It's okay. Not everyone's going to support you. But there is a tribe out there who want to support you, who want to cheer you on, who want to offer that empowerment for you. Because sometimes we all need that external empowerment boost to keep us going, to empower us. And you know what? Just keep searching for that tribe, because eventually you will find it. And who knows? Maybe we're that tribe for you. And we are definitely open to adding some extra team members if anyone wants to join us. But either way, we are just here just to support you and cheer you on, and we're going to be your biggest supporters out there. So go team, go RF Empower. Have a great week, guys, wherever you are. I hope it's successful. And you know what, if it's not, post in the comments. Let us cheer you on, because we want to help and cheer everybody on with whatever you're doing. Alright, I'm going to go. The barbecue is going, and my dinner's almost ready. Have a lovely Sunday evening if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, in North America, and if you're already on Monday, happy Monday. I hope your Monday is going off to a great start. We'll check in with you next Sunday. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Bye now.